Hello guys, this is another Red Alert 3 commentary. This is featuring Kung Fu Avilo, or just Avilo, on the right side, Light Blue, who's playing Russian, against Meniek, who's playing Allies, on the left, who is blue, a darker blue. This game was not working for the longest time, and it's because when I tried to add the commentary, the crayons and stuff, it wouldn't work. So you'll have to apologize. There's nothing to draw with, but this game doesn't really need that much to be drawn on. And you'll see why in a bit. So this is Meniek. First time I'm featuring him in one of my videos. I feel he's not gotten enough attention. A little bit like myself, maybe. I'm just joking. I'm doing this for fun. But in any case, Meniek is he's got some interesting games out there, and I think this would be a nice one to start off with. Kickstart his YouTube career with this funny little game, which I spotted on GameReplays.org. Feel free to download and suggest games for me to comment on. I'm just waiting to comment on good games, preferably with Empire. It doesn't have to be, and if it's not with Empire, then it has to have some kind of twist or some kind of interesting thing we can all learn from. Otherwise, the commentaries get pretty monotonous, and it's a bit hard to comment on them if it's all the same. So I hope everybody is sitting back and relaxing. That's what I'm doing anyway. I'm sitting here with my scarf. Just drank some nice hot lemon tea, and I'm freezing my ass off because it is snowing like crazy. I live in Denmark, in Copenhagen, and it's been one of the worst winters ever. Really terrible. Perfect weather for gaming, I guess you could say, which is pretty cool. There's nothing better to sit inside in a nice warm chair, chilling while it's cold outside. So while you others may be working out and doing all constructive things, I'm sitting here enjoying this video game. So although my sister tells me to get a life, I think this is pretty entertaining. Pretty well. It definitely makes you think and definitely entertains. So I find it pretty cool. Anyway, so after my long rant, I should probably get back to the game. Meniek, Duel, Refineries. He's got his engineer from, I assume, his boot camp. And he's built a armor facility and pumping out two multi-gunner IFVs. He docks the engineer into the multi-gunner IFV, and doesn't it look funny, ladies and gentlemen? That I don't see very often, that view. It looks really cool though. It's got a little crane attachment, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, the other boot camp got sold. Before it got sold, a spy had entered the multi-gunner IFV, and that's how it looks like, ladies and gentlemen. That's a spy in a multi-gunner IFV. And at the same time, Avilo has been rushing with his conscripts slash bears slash flaks. Very typical kind of rush from the Soviet. What Meniek is doing here is a reverse move, which means the IFV will always be facing the enemy, which means that he can shoot while moving back, because the spy has to reload his sniper rifle. And who knew when you put a spy in your IFV that you got a sniper rifle? I didn't. I don't play much allies, so it's pretty cool to see. While this engineer is repairing the multi-gunner IFV, which is pretty smart by Meniek, pretty sneaky if you ask me. And it looks like Meniek is luring Avilo into his base, and now Avilo's in his base. This is interesting now because the refinery is walled up. So while the flaks are shooting at the wall, the spy can take down the flaks, and that is really how you want to do it, because, well, you don't want your offensive force to take the brunt of the blow. Here the flaks have turned into their special ability, which is laying mines. So this refinery is going down really fast. But at the same time, the sniper in the IFV is making mincemeat of the flak troopers as they try and take down the prospector. So status is, interestingly enough, Meniek, 1 airbase, 1 MCV, no refineries. Kung Fu Avilo or Avilo, 2 refineries, a rack or barracks, an MCV. Oh, sorry, he's got 3 refineries. So you could say that Avilo has an infinitely bigger resource pool than Meniek, who's going for all out. What he's done is built a quadcopter, and now he's freezing the ore collector so the Vindicator can bomb it. That's what most people do. But instead, what he's doing is that he's taking his 2 IFVs, which we saw before, which basically owned the Soviet infantry. He's going to shoot with his sniper to kill this ore collector, which means his Vindicator hasn't dropped a bomb yet, which is really useful, in case he needs it for another thing. So pretty cool play. Here comes the war factory. And lo and behold, there was an engineer in the IFV. The IFV deploys the engineer, and the engineer is going to take over this building. Warbear comes, but the sniper takes care of the Warbear. He sells his war factory, but the conscript kills the engineer. So, pretty awesome play from both sides. Avilo sold his building before Meniek could capture it, which is really smart. Here we see the ore collector getting frozen. This is a rinse and repeat, same thing again. And Avilo, I think, is going to build some flax to counter this. It's the only thing he can build. He could build a war factory, but the war factory just got slammed. So he's kind of stumped, I think, right now. No one saw this coming. I mean, I didn't anyway. It's a pretty crazy game. But anyway, back to the game. We see that Meniek is going to do the same thing again, freeze the ore collector, and well, I think he wants to use the Vindicator now. Here comes the MCV monster truck rally, but at the same time, Meniek is his MCV, so it's MCV versus MCV, which is always good fun. Here the ore collector is frozen, and he drops 1 bomb. That is really well microed by Meniek. All you allied players out there, you gotta learn how to micro your Vindicators for maximum efficiency. Here we see the quadcopter is trying to freeze. First freeze the MCV. The flackies try and take care of the quadcopter. But Meniek stops for a second and he retaliates with his MCV. The quadcopter is ready, and look at this. Simply amazing. What would you do in this situation? Well, he shrinks the MCV so this MCV can walk over Velo's MCV. And that's GG right there. That is pretty creative play by Meniek. That's pretty crazy. I hope you guys and he's repairing his MCV. That's beautiful. I hope you guys enjoyed the game as much as I did. I know I enjoyed it because you don't see games like this every day. But yeah, please rate, subscribe, comment, and oh my goodness, Meniek's kill death ratio is 10.